bearing to your east. And should help you find your way by going straight north.
We have enough food. We should just go straight there.
It'll work.
So we're all in agreement in taking the high road.
I guess so. Unless someone else has something to say about it.
Wait. So just to clarify, the high road is actually the road, and that's the long route.
Going the fast way.
Going the fast way is not on a road. It is through wilderness almost entirely.
Yeah, I think we're agreeing on go through wilderness.
Yes,
Sounds good to me.
If you see it, this is pretty much double our distance. It's 30 miles to the east or 15 to the west and 15 to the east, and then the same distance just straight ahead on the high road. We'll run out of food by the time we hit a city.
Yeah. Are we starting out today or tomorrow or what?
Today.
Let's get going, boys. Seems like the rest of our party is still asleep.
What? No.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Roland, Ozog, or
No, I
Adonis.
said I'm down for that. What?
Okay.
That's not exactly what I said.
There's no need for extra mileage when we can just go straight there, right?
Pretty much. There's no cities in between.
Must said you want to take that route.
Everything's calmed down. I put up the stream, by the way. OOC.
So are we going to take it easy until we hit the Tribord Trail?
Sounds like it.
How fast are we traveling?
I think the best thing to do would be to forage, and then once we hit the Tribord Trail to go at a normal pace, I suppose.
So you want to go slow until we hit the end of the Tribord Trail and then go north?
Yeah.
Why don't
That
we?
seems to be the best idea.
We don't want to buy rations here and just go fast at the get go.
Yeah, but the
Well, we
cart
all
can
have
only
rations.
the cart can only hold 30 rations. We already have the 30 rations on.
Okay.
But taking it slow to Tribor will allow us to conserve our rations early.
I mean, we can go fast once we hit the end of the trail.
I mean, the trail is gonna take us like half. It's gonna be half a day by the time we get there.
Could be a whole
'Cause
day almost.
How fast are we traveling, Ogre?
That's you guys' decision.
No, I mean like normal pace. How fast? How much can you travel a day?
So measuring on the map will give you weird estimates, which Sildar has accounted for. Basically, for the purpose of this journey, Route 1, he expects that it will take you 3.5 days to get to Thunder Tree from the safe route, and 2 days to get there from the wilderness route, barring no complication. It is assumed that you travel roughly 24 miles a day, and I will show you guys in just a second how I calculate. Get your fucking pointers off of there, nerds.
Hey, I'm trying to look. But if you do recall, us coming back at a blistering pace from Cragmaw Hideout took an entire day. So,
Yeah. Because you come here, here. That's roughly 24 miles right there. So, if you come here to Tribord Trail, up here into the wilderness, by the time you get there, it's about 50 miles. I said, for the sake of, fluidity, we'll do 2 days over the wilderness. Then if you do the same thing,
Well, if it's gonna only take us 2 days, there's no reason to slow down for foraging. We have plenty of rations. 30 rations is enough to last us for more than 2 days.
We'll see how it goes. I stand up to go open the front door.
It's 5 days worth of rations,
Yeah, we should just go at a fast pace.
and we'll probably just like find more as we reach Thunder Tree.
What about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think?
I said I want to get there as fast as possible.
Sounds good to me.
Fix
All
the
right, let's
lost
go.
ration.
Okay, so Sildar wishes you all good luck, leaves the map in your possession, and alerts you that he will return to working on the processing of your new in paperwork, and handling other affairs, getting Phandalin ready for Gundren's hopeful return someday soon, and then departs the tavern. You all load up in your carriage. How would you guys like to accord yourselves on this carriage?
I'm
Who's the?
driving.
Who's the driver?
I'm driving.
Okay. There are seats available.
Shotgun.
Okay.
I'll sit in the
There.
middle.
Okay. Ready, Rick?
I'm gonna be on the back.
Can I give Shade or ask Shade if the instrument or
You
set
would
it out
like to have Shade examine the instrument?
and ask if he wants it? Yeah.
What is this
Uh,
instrument from?
he found it in the tavern.
Huh.
He has what he has is an instrument that is slightly larger than a lute and more familiar of a guitar. However, it looks very, very old timey. It is very well taken care of, surprisingly so for an item that he found in a tavern of the Red Brand Ruffians. One could assume that they were going to get rid of it.
Do I need to do a perception check or something?
He's just asking if you want it, so roleplay with him.
No.
What?
Okay, let's go.
Right. All right. So, just to quickly describe the carriage that you guys purchased, it is a basic carriage. There's a large boot in the back that holds most of you guys' traveling gear, rations, a couple things like that. But the bulk of stuff is stored on the top, which could also be used for extra seating if you want to. There are 2 rows of seats inside with small compartments under them where you could stash maybe like a weapon or 2, like crossbows, whatever, that kind of stuff. Basic on like carry-on compartment. The front of the carriage has a high driver's seat with space for a shotgun rider, and you guys currently have 2 relatively well-bred riding horses hitched up. That's y'all's deal. So we've got Roland driving, Ozark shotgun, Roderick inside the carriage,
Yep.
Liz inside the carriage,
Yeah.
Morn inside the carriage, or where would you like to be?
Inside the carriage.
All right, Adonis, you have the option of taking your riding pony and cart with you, or leaving it here in you guys' new tavern, where it has ample hay and water to last it for a few days, if you like, or you can carry it with you.
No, I'm taking it with me.
Okie dokie. All right, so I assume that your riding order is on the pony with the cart behind.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you guys head out on your first day's journey from Phandalin. What pace do you set rolling?
Who's rolling?
Oh, my bad. Gordor.
I thought we all didn't we agree to go fast?
Cruising.
Hey, that's what y'all agreed on, but the driver is in the end the one who determines, right?
No, I'll go at the pace we decided on.
So traveling at a fast pace, your speed is increased by a good bit. So anyway, you guys rip roar out of Phandalin, and you travel a relatively familiar trail from Phandalin towards the much larger Tribor Trail. The first day of travel is much as expected, actually. You guys make it to the Tribor Trail and break there at noon to eat. Along the way, foraging opportunities are plentiful as you pass through various farmland. So if everybody who would like to forage, give me a forage check.
Wouldn't that be survival?
Nature or survival?
Survival.
Is for okay. Am I
Oh, with advantage. Never mind, not with advantage. Y'all moving fast.
Don't we get a disadvantage?
No, due to the abundant nature of the region, you would have had advantage anyway. So the disadvantage of your speed is canceled out by the advantage of the civilized region around the road and Phandalin itself.
This works off the top 2 survivals, right?
Unga, no. I will. It's everybody's survival. You make one. Hold on, I'm sorry. I can't get this token to not snap to the grid, so the bearing or the progress you guys have here is largely abstract today. So basically, you guys have made survival checks for the first half of the day. Morn, Roderick, and Ozog, you guys don't turn anything up. But you're not that hungry yet, so you don't really worry about getting into the rations yet. Lys, Gordor, and Adonis, you guys manage to, snag a few things as you slow for the midday short rest and eat your fill with no worry. After a few hours, you guys don't break down for camp or anything like that. Lingering here at this point of decision, are you guys still intent on traveling the forward path?
Yeah.
What time would you say it is now?
Hey, Ogre, I've noticed that none of my rolls are getting my Jack of all trades bonus.
I can probably fix that.
Yeah.
I think if you go into the cog, like there's a thing that you can actually click that just does it for you. In skill options, yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah, it's clicked. So I'm not sure why.
Because shouldn't I be getting more than plus, like, just 1 for my survival?
No, survival is a wisdom check. You are not proficient in it, so you get half of your proficiency bonus to it. That is the 1. So that 1 is your jack of all trades.
Alright, I thought it would be higher for jack of all trades.
It scales as you level. It's half of your proficiency bonus, I think, rounded down. So later on, it's a little bit more impactful. But for now, you got it. Anyway, so you guys are at the point of kind of no return. You guys saddle up and return. Roland, do you head out west or do you head out north?
North.
Okay. You continue at your fast pace.
Yes.
What time did you say it was before we started heading north?
About noon.
I'm gonna try to get some rest.
You want to take a long rest now?
Not a long rest, but like a simple nap.
Okay. All right. As you travel across barren, open country, Roland, give me a navigation check for the day.
Where's navigation at?
It is going to be your survival check.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So by the time the day ends, you feel as though you have veered off a little bit to the west of the path that Sildar had given you. But for the most part, you're on track. The off-putting of your directions only counterindicates a little bit of your increased speed. You feel as though you've made roughly a day's worth of progress towards your destination as the horses tire out. Night begins to fall, and you guys have stopped. What would you like to do?
Are we foraging for food again? It's nighttime now, right?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another. Actually, just the people who have failed
Night
their survival
vision.
checks. No. Just the people who failed their survival checks earlier. Okay. Ozog, you find enough food to fill yourself up for the day without digging into the rations.
Nice.
Morn, you actually show Roderick to a wonderful blackberry bush that you found just away from the caravan. And both of you guys enjoy a meal without the need of digging into rations.
Dandy.
All right,
No.
so would you guys like to set up camp or travel through the night? What's up?
Is there any necessarily disadvantage for setting up camp other than like not moving as far? Like how
Okay,
does that
so-
particularly work out?
All right, so just the basic idea of a travel is you can get 8 hours of travel in a day with no penalty to you or your horses. However, if you continue to travel, you will forgo a long rest, both for you and your horse, right? You can't really sleep if you're driving. Those of you inside the carriage can sleep. However, those driving vehicles or riding outside of them cannot get sufficient rest for a long rest while continuing to travel. After a day with no long rest, you begin to suffer effects of exhaustion. Those things are. It's okay to begin with, it's manageable, but as they rack up, there's 6 levels of exhaustion, and they can have some pretty horrendous effects on you. You guys feel that you made, though, Roland, Gordor, specifically, you feel that you made a good day's worth of progress despite adapting to the mostly featureless, trackless path you've chosen.
Sounds good to me. Oh.
What sounds
So-
good?
So there, I'm just trying to set the stage a little about whether you would be motivated to travel through the night or set up camp or what you'd like to do.
So in this time, like when we stop right now, would this be like letting the animals out to forage time, or?
Dusk is falling. It is assumed here where you guys are that there is enough natural vegetation that your horses could eat and rest. Uh, Due to the bounty again of the day behind you, they've been able to graze, and you guys have been able to source, you know, corn and like general farmland stuff that you can kind of nip without anybody noticing to the horses. So you guys are good so far as food for the horses, water for yourselves, and the horses go.
I think we should set up camp. We had a good day's travel.
If anyone can, if we can sleep on the wagon, I might be able to guide us ahead a little bit further.
Is that possible to do?
Perhaps if it's north.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
if you want,
if you took a nap earlier, that's fine. I will get back there and I'm gonna take a nap myself.
I'll probably take it slow though. Just so we can get a little bit of a head up.
Fine by me.
Works for me.
Sounds good. But how's our horses gonna be able to handle it? Are they tired?
I'll see. I'll see. Can I do animal handling to see if they're tired or not?
give me an insight check.
I crawl back in the cabin. How much room is back there? How much room do I got to sleep with?
So there are 3 benches, right? The one with its back to the driver, the one with its back to the boot. In the middle, there is a flat bench where people could sit, but there is no back. So you could get 2 cushioned places to rest and actually 2 well cushioned places, 1 sparsely cushioned area. 2 could sleep in the floor. You could sleep probably 5 comfortably, 6 a little bit uncomfortably, but you'd still manage the benefits of a long rest. On the roof, there is an excellent view of the stars, and the weather is nice outside. Seasonal average, cloudless, pretty cool, but not to the point of being uncomfortable. And there is room for a person to sleep up there.
Could I just sleep next to Morn while he's driving up in the front?
At a slow pace, you could get some rest.
Okay.
Should he choose to bring it up to a normal pace or faster, you would not be able to sleep.
So are you kicking me out of my seat or what?
Well, it depends on where you want to be, Ozog.
Oh, I guess he's already up there, right? Okay. Me and Morn we'll just trade spots then. I'll just sleep back there. I'll sleep on the floor.
So I guess we're traveling at night then?
Any idea on the horses? On second thought, our horses do seem pretty tired, and Adonis's also seems quite meh. If that.
Yeah, but
suits.
that's just Adonis. He's always meh.
Not just Adonis himself, his horse.
And you mean that pony he has?
It seems like he's lugging quite a bit for himself, so it may not be the best of ideas.
Yeah, I guess we could take a rest. We're not in a rush to get to Thunder Tree or anything.
I suppose it'll be alright.
All right, so what you guys have conveyed to me is that Roland, you're sleeping inside.
The cabin, yeah, on the floor.
Roderick, are you sleeping inside the cabin of the carriage?
Are we deciding to like stop?
We're gonna stop.
You guys have
Okay.
decided to stop. You're not going to bother setting up a full camp because you have this luxurious carriage that you can all kind of eke out a rest in. But the question is right now, are you going to sleep and where are you going to?
I'm probably not going to sleep. I'm probably just gonna stay up on top of the carriage and like keep a lookout.
Do you tell your companions this?
I'm gonna pass it on to Morn Brighthome.
I will also be not sleeping for the earlier half of the night. I'm probably gonna look around our local area, just in sight of the wagon, so that I
So
don't
what
get.
you're saying is you're willing to take up first watch.
I'm taking up first watch. Yes.
Okay. All right, Ozog, are you sleeping? Currently, there is room in the cabin.
Yeah, I'll
If you'd
sleep.
like. Okay. Adonis.
Oh, sleep. Well, I don't know how big my cart is or the dimensions, but I'll probably be sleeping in close proximity of my cart.
You could sleep in your cart, as the only thing you're really carrying are a couple of chickens and food for you and your horse and chicken.
Fuck it, dude. I'm sleeping with chickens, dude.
All right.
Typical.
So night falls as you guys begin to settle into a rest. It's probably about 7:30, 8 p.m. It is, you know, I think we're talking about the end of summer here. So drawing on to fall, I believe, was the setting. So night happens around 8 o'clock, and you guys are well asleep by 9. Uh, Morn and Roderick, you two are taking first watch together. What are you guys up to?
So what is the layout of the area? Like, this is like mostly grasslands with not that many trees, I would assume.
You guys are perched on a low rise amongst otherwise rolling plains. You can see uh, pretty well into the distance to the left of your carriage's facing. Assuming your caravan is pointed north, you would be looking out to the west towards the road. In the distance, you can see, well, not a lot. It's just rolling plains, slightly marked with uh, trees and bushes and the general, grassland features. To your east is a distant but visibly dense forest. You can't make out any features other than it is a blackness in the night.
All right.
So we're more or less on a plateau, are we?
You guys are
Coastal
on
plain.
just a plain, yeah, and you guys have got a pretty good spot for looking at off to the southwest and slightly northwest. North, the ground continues to rise, and then northeast east is a dense forest. Uh, so are you guys up to anything in particular in the night?
Um, I'm gonna look up to Roderick and tell him to keep an eye on the north. I'm probably gonna wander slightly off, not in deep into the forest, but like near the tree line.
You wouldn't. So near the tree line is sort of a thing, right? It's a good 3-4 miles off,
Oh, okay.
and that's why you can't really make anything out about it. But it's just like it's so big and so dense that it is a visible darkness on the horizon.
I kind of just want to get a better scope of the land, so I'll probably just head like within running distance of the cart to the
Okay.
northwest.
Both of you guys give me a perception check. Okay. Morn, as you move around camp and, well, not camp, move around the place you guys have decided to stop, you don't notice too much out of the ordinary. You see the usual nighttime critters and travelers of the wilderness: mice, a couple rabbits, one particularly beautiful fox scurries away from you as you pass through a bush. Um, you find a small creek, though, down in a little bit of a hollow.
Does the water seem clean?
The water is fast running and clean.
I'd like to fill up my water skin with that.
Okay. You surmise that you would be able to easily replenish the day's water stores drank if you were to put some work into it.
All right. I'll probably just I'll put some in my water skin and head back.
Okay.
While I'm there, I'm kind of assume that the stuff that I'm putting in these parentheses isn't out of character, but more of like me writing down. But while I'm there, Roderick, I did find a creek that could actually fill our water supplies. If everything seems all clear, we can maybe get some early morning to replenish.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on right now. Why don't the both of us just go down and refill them?
I suppose there doesn't seem to be anything nearby. It wouldn't be the worst idea.
Am I able to grab like anyone else's?
So what you have on your person at the ready
Mhm.
is I believe both of you have water skins that were included in your general loadout. The water skin is 1 gallon. It holds a good bit of basically a day's worth of water. You have a barrel on the carriage as part of the carriage. It is a large, very heavy barrel, but between the both of you, you could probably roll it down and back up to the creek with some effort. Otherwise, you're just looking at coming and dumping four gallons into the barrel by way of your water skins. So it would take you about 2 trips.
We could just take our water skins. We aren't missing that much water.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do would be the skins, and if need be, we can take the barrel down tomorrow when Gordor's awake.
I'm not too worried.
All right,
Shall
give me survival checks from the both of you.
Nice.
Is there something?
That was 7.
You guys make your first trip and realize that you didn't fill your water skins quite as full as you would have hoped. Maybe a trick of the low light and the running water. It takes you a little extra time, but you manage to fully replenish the day's water. Uh, After about a couple hours, this took you maybe 45 minutes with the complication of the first run. But after that, you return, and it's getting well dark. You can see the stars in the night sky, and you feel as though enough time has passed that it might be a good idea to select someone else for the watch and start to get your own rest.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna wake up Tanner.
Well, you're doing that on your own because I ain't gonna wake him up. His royal
Roderick,
grouchiness.
you can get to sleep. I'll keep watching with Tanner.
All right, I'm gonna sleep on top of the cart.
All right, you sprawl out on top of the carriage with your nice view of the sky above. Something slightly unnerving about it to you and your dwarven nature, but you're an adventurer and you relish in the adventurous feel of it. You have your cloak as a blanket if you need, and you begin your long rest. Morn, talk to me.
I'm gonna go shake Tanner. Tanner, wake up! It's time for your watch.
I don't think so.
Tanner?
Come on, man. You got this. You're a smart dwarf. You got it.
I give him a slight little slap on the chest, like a, hey, come on.
You watch that. I'll hit you back harder.
Mm, I kind of just force him.
All right, what do you want?
You're taking watch with me,
What are we watching?
just to see if anything comes about.
You want to watch the stars with me? That's romantic.
You can take it as you will. We just gotta make sure there's no odd play about.
All right, how long we watching out here for?
Can I get a rough estimation of what time it is?
It is about 11.
I'd
Listen,
say
I
you
need a full 8 hours of sleep at night, or else my skin's gonna turn bad. So put me back to sleep soon.
you'll be up
Morn,
for a couple hours.
you feel that you could take another 2 hour shift without much impediment due to your nap earlier in the day, and you could sit through the entire watch with Tanner if you wanted to.
All right, I think I'll do that. I'll keep you up for only a couple more hours, and then we'll trade out with someone else. Don't you worry.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm just gonna on top of the cart and start shooting out rays of frost into the tree lines because I'm bored.
Okay, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Me too.
No. You notice a sleeping Roderick nearby as you begin to chant your spells. Do you try and chant softly?
Yeah.
Very considerate of you. The rest of you guys' 2 hours pass without much incident, and it is a little bit after midnight when Morn you begin to feel the call for sleep.
Hmm. Well, Tanner, I think I'm gonna trade with somebody. I've been up for quite a long time.
Wait, what time is it again now?
Probably about one-ish.
What?
Probably about 1, 2-ish. Right?
1-ish, 2-ish? Mm, I'll keep watch for a bit.
All right.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna tap on Ozog.
I wake up.
Ozog, do you mind trading out with me? I've been up for quite a bit and I'm very tired.
No, not at all. Get some rest, bud.
Thank you. I trade out with him and lie down.
Ozog, what would you like to do on your segment of what?
Wash. Tired.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you keep watch over the plain. Okay, thank you. Do you guys interact with each other as time passes?
I'm gonna ray of frost onto the floor. I'm gonna draw with it. I'm gonna draw a dick on the floor.
Cool. All right. Time passes. It is now well into the night. Uh, you would have to assume pre-dawn. Would you guys like to change out the watch or go back to bed?
I'm just gonna fall asleep on top of the cart.
Okay.
Does the frozen dick fall melt by now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I've been doing that for a few hours. That ground is frozen solid by now.
Cantrip level magic, my dude.
Repeated cantrip level magics for hours on end.
All right. There is a. You're talking about the actual ground and not the cart, right?
Yeah. Like just like a few feet in front of us or outside the cart, it's on the ground with
There
grass.
is a dimly frosted patch of frozen ground in the shape of a phallus. Ozog, Your friend has fallen asleep without choosing his replacement. Do you choose yours?
How hard am I?
You feel like you need to go back to sleep to get a full rest.
Okay. Left.
That's a good question. You don't remember Roderick or Morn going to sleep, and you just witnessed Tanner, pass out.
Okay, I wake up. Down.
Okay? You go over to Adonis's cart and wake him up. What do you tell him?
It's your turn to keep watch, dude.
Mm, mm, mm.
Also, I really think you should take a closer look at this instrument.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Kid in a bush.
Maybe later. Not right now.
What do you mean maybe later, not right now?
I gotta keep watch. Go to sleep.
What?
Am I being woken up to do watch, right?
Yes, you are.
Alright, I'm gonna watch over the caravan.
Do you want to look at this instrument again?
Nah, I'll pass.
Alright.
I just like the idea of Ozog going, you should look at this instrument, it's really cool.
No, just go solid.
Frustrating.
I also like to say no to magic weapons, but that's cool. Or magic items. Fuck it.
All right, Ozog. So you've woken up Adonis, who has said he will take watch.
But is he taking watch?
We'll get to that. What do you do?
Where are we? Are we still by his fucking cart?
If you want to be,
I don't know where he is. Where is he right now?
he's
He actually
in
watching.
his. I mean, you just woke him up. He's in his cart.
I'm sitting up straight in my cart, dude. Fucking groggy, dude.
Is it next to our cart?
I would say I probably parked it a safe like 5 or 6 or 10 feet away. Reasonable distance so that there's not a traffic jam.
Alright, fuck it. I go to sleep.
You go back in your cart and go to sleep.
Underneath the cart.
No, cool. All right, Adonis. Groggy as you are when you wake up, you have completed a full rest, sleeping throughout most of the night, and having your specific figure. You take a minute and get accustomed to your surroundings. Give me a perception check.
I don't have my glasses on yet.
Okay. So, what do you do while you watch?
I just look at the stars. They're so pretty and shiny.
As you watch the night sky, it slowly begins to become day sky. By the end of your shift, the sun is rising.
Is it up to me to wake up everyone in the camp, or how should this operate?
You could.
First I'd like to check on my chickens. See how they're doing. Maybe collect some eggs.
Magic.
Do I need to do an animal handling check, insight? What do I need to do
Yeah,
here?
give me an animal handling check. Your chickens have not produced any eggs.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I guess I should check on the horses. Have they been given water?
Some water was laid out for them in the night in buckets.
So they're doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I go and wake up Gordor.
Gordor,
Go-
go ahead, Jay.
what's his positioning in uh, the cart or whatever?
Just fucking face down on that fucking floor, knock the fuck out.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna tap him on the foot. Tell him to wake up.
I don't move.
I bust out my loot.
Do you play your loot?
I fucking whistle rape that loot.
All right.
Um,
Those of you asleep in the carriage are awoken to the clanging clamor of a whistle-raped lute.
can I, in annoyance, can I try to kick back whatever the sound's coming back from? Or like, because he tapped me on the foot, right?
Sure. Give me
I
an
mean, I
unarmed
don't just
attack
have a loot
disadvantage.
on my back. I don't just have a loot on my back wherever I go.
Don't you?
No!
You just said you pulled out a loot. Where did it come from?
Probably from the cart.
I mean, hey, man. You told me you pulled out a loot.
Yeah.
I don't know where the loot is.
Sorry, it came from. Whatever. Kick me as you want.
Give me an unarmed attack. Roll him at disadvantage.
Wait, so you're not playing imaginary loot? What the fuck's going on?
He said he pulled out a loot, man. I
Yo,
thought he
he's
pulled out a loot.
playing the loot, yo. No retcons. He's playing the loot.
Give me the loot.
Give me the punch, yo. Fuck his ass up.
You missed. But I think he gets the message. Do you get the message?
Quit that
Shane?
fucking racket! I saw you yell.
You're asleep, dude.
What
Are
are
you
you?
sticking out your ass?
Bruh, you just played a fucking loud loot in a small confined space. Everyone inside the cart is semi-conscious.
Hell yeah. Okay, I
And
guess
your
there's no
character has
interaction.
your character has been spoken to and told to cease and desist.
Yeah, I just said quit that fucking racket.
I'm gonna get my cart ready.
Okay, so he just walks away.
Adonis ceases playing the lute and walks away to his. What do those of you inside the carriage do?
What the fuck was that about?
Dude, I don't know.
I look around to do. I see it's sunrise. Yes.
What is
Yeah.
this fucking weirdo doing?
I guess it's time to leave.
That's his way of saying good morning, I guess. Good morning to you too, Adonis.
Is there like trash or something I can throw at him?
No, what?
I don't know. I just
Think it's just like a bunch of Snickers wrappers and styrofoam cups.
Yeah, is there,
Don't
like,
touch my
is
Kit
there-
Kat wrappers.
there an
They are
em-
special.
is there an empty Baja Blaster next to me I can throw at him?
No one had to eat rations today, so they haven't broken out the fucking tiny oat cakes wrapped in paper parchment bags, dude. No
Nice.
trash.
I do.
You guys
have
are
my
surprisingly clean and efficient people.
Is my dick still there?
Yes, permanently etched into the ground
Oh yeah.
where the grass has died is a phallus on the eastern side of the cart.
Who's been drawing dicks?
I don't know. Who's that idiot drawing dicks?
Oh,
It was
God,
probably
the
Adonis.
mystery of the dick draw.
It was
Oh,
probably
no.
Adonis. That guy's full of mystery.
I want to check on his chickens to see if they're okay.
Not my problem.
You think we can have his chickens for breakfast?
I don't know.
I'll lick some chicken for breakfast.
So you guys continue to banter through the early morning. Roderick, eventually the warmth of the risen sun makes your position under your cloak untenable for napping. You rouse, and you guys see the lay of the land around you. Not much has changed over the night. When would you guys like to get on the road?
So sleeping.
Huh?
Sorry, what did you say, Ozog?
Am I still
Oz-
sleeping?
Ozog, you get to choose when you wake up, my dude. I mean,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
under you're
I'm
under a
sleeping.
cart,
I'm
It's-
sleeping, dude.
shady and cold.
Nobody knows. I'm sleeping.
Oh, you didn't wake up to the ear rape?
He was
I
under the cart,
underneath.
No.
and apparently a very heavy sleeper.
I am though in real life.
Can I forage for some food for breakfast? Try to.
Sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
I go with him.
Might as well.
Am I still rolling at disadvantage? I don't even know. I guess I roll
No.
Okay.
Morn, you find some food for breakfast. You return to the blackberry bush to find that there's a cherry tree beside it.
Jesus Christ.
I'll eat my own. I'll eat a ration.
You know what? I believe it. There probably is more around there.
Does he come back and share it with the rest of us?
Nope, he picked all the cherries off that cherry tree. Ate the shit out of
bastard.
it.
Lemon
I'm gonna have a
salad
ration.
more.
So what is it? -4 rations? Cause does Gordor find food with his 7?
Gordor does not find food with
So
the 7.
we're -4 then, right?
So
is-
far.
Me, Gordor, Adonis, and Roderick. Alright.
Grass. It happens to have a.
I just
Real
want to
special.
say, Martin Brightholm's gonna be shitting his brains out. He's eating nothing but blackberries and cherries.
Yeah,
He's a dwarf. His digestive tract is a little different. It's a little shorter.
that's the truth,
Powerful.
though, dude. Dwarves have an iron gut.
What do you like? They eat meat and fruit.
All right, so you guys,
Roll it.
you guys fail to rustle up a suitable breakfast for the most of you, and you break into your hardtack rations. There's some biscuits and cheese, and a little bit of salted meat that you enjoy, the perishables, if you will. And the day begins in earnest. There's a good feeling that you guys could get on the road soon. Yeah?
Yep.
I'll
Do
jump-
you all take your previous positions?
Let's jump back in
Yeah,
the driver's spot.
we should get going. Has anyone seen Ozok though?
Now that you mention it.
Hmm.
Where's that sneaky bastard? If he ain't back here in 10 minutes, we're leaving Vlog.
Haven't seen him since I woke him up for watch.
He
Would
probably got
anybody-
lost that night.
Would anybody like to look for Ozog?
I just
I
yell
suppose.
from the driver's seat for Ozog. I don't want to
How
yell.
loud do you yell?
I yell pretty loud. I don't want to yell in your guys' ear though. It's like RP, but you guys just know I
know,
yell.
You got to RP it.
No,
Yeah, you gotta RP it, dude.
I'll Ozark!
There you go.
He couldn't hear it. No, that was too low.
Oh, I turned my
Ozark.
head away from my mic, dude. I don't want to yell in your
Where
guys' ear.
I was like, you can wake up
Ozark.
if you so choose.
If I so choose,
Yeah.
I don't wake up.
Alright, has it been 10 minutes? We're going.
He might have
We're
left like
not.
Winston left.
We're
10
not
minutes.
gonna waste an entire
Hey,
day
if you
looking
guys
for.
don't look, that's your fault. I'm under the fucking cart, alright?
No. If you don't wake up, that's your fault.
No.
Hope we don't run him
Ti-
over.
10 minutes passes.
Alright, Gordor, let's get going.
That's unfortunate.
Do you think
I
he
was
left like
sleeping.
Winston?
Probably. Those two are.
Didn't they come
Weirdos.
together?
Yeah. They seem to have some kind of a history together.
I start
All
going.
right, so you guys load up into the cart. Give me a perception check, Ozog.
My dude's sleeping. He ain't perceiving anything.
Boom!
The loud sound of your companions loading into the cart directly above your head wakes you up.
Okay. Crawl out from underneath the cart.
In what direction?
Yeah, which one?
West.
Like between the tires?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Are we moving?
No, you guys weren't moving yet. Ozog, you crawl out from under the cart. Adonis spots you as you do so. And you're in plain sight. Everybody sees you now, though, as you stand up.
Oh, Zog, what were you doing down there?
I mean, I was sleeping.
On
In
the
the dirt?
grass?
Home to me.
I mean, we have a nice cart. You could have just slept in there. It was plenty of room.
I didn't want to bother anybody.
I mean,
Oh,
you can't
very
act too
considerate.
surprised. It's pretty common what he was doing.
I suppose.
Are you gonna be sleeping under there for forever, or we
No,
thought
I'm
we
coming.
thought you left?
You guys were gonna leave me? Yes.
Of
Well,
course not. We were looking for you.
Well, I shouted for you and no response.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Good to know.
You didn't hear the ear rape lute the imaginary lute playing?
Missed that. Completely missed that. What asshole's playing a lute?
That's that one asshole.
Oh, should have figured.
Yeah, I'm glad you missed it. Let's get going.
All right, so you guys take up your previous positions from the day before, resuming travel.
Yes.
Okay, I get back in the front. Start playing the guitar.
What? Give me a performance check.
Alright.
You actually managed to. You're not familiar with the instrument, but you managed to belt out a decent little jiggy tune as you guys head on down the trail.
Does it do anything magical?
Nothing magic happened. You guys proceed through the better part of the day as expected. No, nothing too crazy. Give me some foraging checks as you go along.
Yo, I got 2 nat ones already.
Walter.
That's what's up.
Walter.
Oh, today's my nat 1 rolling day instead of the crit.
Can we do nature checks instead of survival checks if we want to?
No, nature is specifically the knowledge of things found. The actual skill in finding is survival. It's practical knowledge versus application type thing. However, that being said, Morn the keen-eyed spots a lush meadow rife with small game and another little pond. Do you guys choose to stop here?
Is there any berries out there?
There are lots of stuff. There's berries, flowers, birds, animals. What this mechanically will allow you guys to do is stop, and I will allow you to take another survival check. to replenish the stores of your cart.
Yo, Tanner's gonna eat some fucking flowers.
Do I know? So like, how long have we been traveling from Phandalin now?
This is day 2.
Made some good time.
Can we make a gander at the map to see if this pond or lake is on the map after closer inspection? To see if we can triangulate where we are.
Yeah, actually, I will gladly.
What do I need? The would that be a perception or like a history or insight? What do I gotta clickety click?
You could use insight or nature.
Use insight. Yikes.
By your
Can I help him with that? Sorry.
Yeah, so the map, I would assume you guys stored the map in a commonly accessible place. Roland, you notice him looking at it as you guys have stopped at the nice meadow. Morn, just real quickly, Morn, what was your second survival check for?
I thought you said to make another survival to forage.
You can make another survival check to forage the bounty of this meadow. How would you like to carry that out? Are you hunting birds, rabbits, or picking berries, or what are you up to?
Let's go for just rabbits.
Should have went for the berries, dude.
You managed to chase down with your bare hands and feet 2 rabbits.
Dose a rabbit.
You're just like running through the field, popping them on the fucking head, dude.
Having a great
Just
time.
picturing a fucking dwarf chasing some rabbit.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Roderick, how did you carry out you didn't make your second one yet. I'll get to that. But yeah, Roland, you notice Adonis looking over the map. How would you like to aid him?
I'm holding it up upside down. This map makes no sense.
I correct him and move it. I'm like, oh, you. Sorry.
All right.
You asked me. You asked me as I had like a full mouthful. Oh, looks like you're holding the map up wrong.
Give me
and
an
I fixed
insight check.
Okay.
You put it sideways.
By your estimation, the lake that you are at is here.
Am I at the wagon?
You are.
I'd like to in my journal make like a sketch of this area to the best of my abilities.
Okay.
Would there be a roll for that or no?
That's a big ass lake. It's not really that big. Would there be a no? You can do that at your leisure.
All right.
How good are your drawing skills?
I would assume rather average. I mean, I'm a priest, so I would assume that I have knowledge in the works of both drawing to an artistic sense and writing.
Yeah, you just spend some downtime in the noon rest, sketching out a nice little pond in the surrounding area, a lush meadow.
So, I look at Adonis and say, "It looks like we're about a half day's travel to Thunder Tree."
Half days, you say, Gordor?
Yeah, it looks like this lake is around here, and I'm pointing on the map. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm just kind of an idiot, just kind of pointing. We're about 12 miles out, 12, 10, somewhere around there. And we already traveled, what, a half day? Are we going to make it there today?
You might.
Are we done foraging for food and stuff?
Are you?
I forgot to make mine.
Okay. Are we all gonna make a second one because of Morn?
If you want to, those of you who have consumed a ration for the day don't actually have to, and it looks like Morn has filled the cart up to capacity.
Dandy.
Are we able to store the berries and rabbits and dumb shit? Like, how's
Yeah.
that gonna particularly work?
So I'm not really going to keep track and micromanage fresh provisions versus old provisions. It's basically assumed that you guys would cook that up for breakfast or dinner, the night or the next morning. Uh, you guys have like a little bit of salt and stuff like that in your supplies for traveling if you needed to, preserve the meat or whatever. That's something you can do while you're traveling. It's kind of assumed. Berries and stuff like that, they're going to stay good for a few days without any interference. But in the survival check where he retrieved the rabbits, it's assumed that he can prepare them. So, for all intents and purposes, it is about noon after you guys have frolicked in the lush meadow, messed with the map, and gotten ready to travel again. Your cart, by my reckoning, is full on food and water for the day. And those of you who consumed rations this morning have leftovers to eat throughout the remainder of the day. So if you'd like to get back on the road, you're good.
Yeah, I'd like to get back on the road. Where's Gordor?
Sorry. Yeah. No, I'd get back on the reins and wait for everyone to get on.
And while we're waiting, I'm drawing another dick.
All right, Roland, give me a navigation. What speed are you setting?
Fast.
Okay, give me a navigation check at disadvantage, please.
And you said that's survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. So even considering the roughness of your sketch of the lake, you managed to find a proper bearing and begin your way back. As you crest a final hill in the evening, I'd say around 6 p.m. and stuff, you can see distant Thunder Tree. It is roughly. This token's not going to move where I want it to. But Thunder Tree is roughly a mile away. You can see the ruins clearly from your vantage point. It is getting dark, however. Let me get a perception check from everybody.
Everybody. Everybody. Damn, that nat 20 though.
Yep. All right. Those of you who scored 15 or higher, as you guys roll up and stop to consider, are we barging right into Thunderdree town? In the distance to the southwest a bit, you see a large flame spring up, roughly 2 miles back into the plains, southwesterly. It is not a. It springs up, but that's it. It stays. It looks in the long distance like it might be a bonfire. Roderick, you specifically see this.
Oh, there's a bonfire over there. Do you should we go check out to see who's over there? It
Perhaps.
might be some people who could help us.
Can I share this with the group, Ogre?
Absolutely.
Okay. It looks like I can make the outlines of some tent tops around that bonfire.
Perhaps they could be travelers like us.
Perhaps they could be enemies too.
I mean,
I'll
either
take the
or,
benefit of the doubt.
we can take care of them while we have the element of surprise. Maybe.
Perhaps it would be best to leave the cart here and approach on foot.
I mean, we might look a little bit more threatening if we do that. I mean, we could.
I could sneak ahead if you guys want.
They could be. Yeah. I mean, we could have someone scout. Are you competent in this task, Ozog?
Very.
Anyone disagree with having Ozog scout ahead?
Not at all.
No.
I start to get the cart ready to like stop or whatever. I don't know what is it. You hitch the horses or whatever to a tree nearby or something.
Yeah, you guys make, your camp stable and ready for leaving behind. It's not a hard task to stake the horses, hitching posts, and the like.
Should before Ozog leaves, I say, should anyone else like kind of follow behind him just in case he gets spot out? That way, he has a fallback or something. Someone can yell, give us a signal or something.
I think
You, excuse me. You could all keep a distance.
And let him go ahead? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that sounds a better idea, actually.
Excuse me.
Alright, I go ahead. Rolls.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Ozog, it is dusk as you approach. You do not need your torch just yet, and the light of the bonfire will cover that. So, we'll get into this in just a second.
I'm back, by the way.
Liz is coming with us, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so give me just a second, Ozog, while I set this up for you. All right. So you guys set off from your small makeshift camp. You take due diligence to slightly obscure your carriage, but you're in the wilderness. You're off the road. The likelihood that anybody's gonna come see your stuff without fire and stuff like that, not very high. And you also want to be able to get back to it without air. So you depart and you let Ozog go off. He breaks away about 100 feet, and you all make approach to this camp setting up at dusk. Ozog.
Yep.
As you approach the camp, you are surprised to find that it is much, much larger. Hold on. Than you initially expected. You see a lot of tents.
See nothing but black.
I'll get there.
Okay. Sorry.
You see a number of tents set up in an orderly fashion. Well, uh, orderly enough. There are women and men milling about the large bonfire, but they seem rather nondescript, typical camp tenders and operators. As you move, give me a perception. Okay. You don't manage to see into any of the tents without going into them directly, but you see at the head of the largest tent a pretty big bearded man who has at his side a large pig on a chain. You can move your movement speed as you like, and you will be assumed to be continue to move in stealth.
Okay. Okay.
As you progress through the camp, you can hear the sounds of people making ready the insides of the tents, uh, largely the ruffling of sheets and blankets and furs as they prepare to settle in for the night. Uh, Give me another perception check. You overhear a couple of voices in the tent to your left, the green one, and the guy
Okay.
says, one voice says, I don't know what he expects us to do with it. The other one says, it is pretty big. But that's all you make out.
Okay. What like how secure are these tents? Can I like get into one? Like from behind? Or like peek into it?
If you were to peek into the tent, I would need a sleight of hand check,
Okay.
which would determine whether or not you are seen doing it. But by and large, they are just large canvas tents. The ones that you're between are pretty much exactly as they look. The
Okay.
circular ones are a bit more sturdy. Some of them have holes in the top and could be vented for like fires and the like inside them, like small oven cooking type fires. But the ones that you're at are the simplest kind.
Okay. I wanna go here. Do that all at once, slowly, stealthily. Waste a lot of time. Like,
It takes you a minute, but you make your way around
okay.
with no
Okay.
trouble.
I wanna try and peek into this one.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
There's no one in that tent.
All right. So here's what happened. As you peel back the flap of the tent, you see inside a massive lump of flesh in the darkness.
Okay.
It is easily 10, 12 feet tall. At the top of that massive lump of muscular flesh, you see a head. And here's where things get bad. That head is very clearly looking at the small flap that you've peeled open.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It's man.
It lets out a slight moo.
Okay. I
How do you?
drop it. I drop it.
Okay.
Ghost crap. Did I see what it was or no? Not really, right? Just what you said.
You can surmise what you think it might be based off of what you've seen. The picture is pretty accurate. It was
Okay.
sitting down. You did not notice much else.
Oh.
How would you like to proceed?
What is that, Roderick?
You
It's
can't
a
really.
wall with a face coming through it. Can you not see it?
Okay.
That thing, it's jank as fuck for me.
It clipped,
Yeah,
Damn it.
clip.
but I'll post it in the Dixon Dad. I like it. All right, Ozog, how would you like to proceed?
Okay. I'll go back to the group.
Okay, you return to the party.
Alright, I tell everyone what I saw. Bunch of tents.
Go
I
figure.
overheard some talking about something really big in one of the tents, so I went to the biggest tent. I peered in on the flap, and it appeared to be an ogre. Very big.
Hmm.
I dropped the flap because I didn't want to take a closer look because it saw me. Back here. Guarding the tent was a big man with a beard and Jane 4. What would you guys like to do?
Did they seem friendly? Did you talk to? Did you hear anything?
I didn't talk to them though.
So they have an ogre inside a
I
big tent,
I think it's an ogre, something really big. Yes.
and they do they appear friendly or do they?
They don't appear friendly. No.
But he saw you. He didn't raise the call for help or to shout at you or anything. He just kind
grunted.
of.
He grunted. I don't think.
How do you guys want to approach this? How many people are in this camp actually?
He saw
Um.
probably 5 to 10 unarmed regular camp folk. Only one armed man. He had a. Give me a perception check one more time, Ozog.
Count the one I used when I
Nope.
saw it. Oh, yeah, dick.
He had a scimitar and a hip dagger on his hip, proudly displayed.
I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, what?
He had a scimitar and a dagger
Oh,
proudly
okay.
displayed on him.
I mean, we could. I mean, obviously have our arms ready, but we could walk in and see if they are friendly or not. I don't. Just because they bear weapons doesn't mean they're hostile.
I mean, what do we benefit from greeting with them? Or we could just leave them alone and head for our destiny.
But I mean, they also, if they are hostile and they have business in Thunder Tree, we might have problems. So I mean, if we deal with them now, we won't have problems later, right? And they might
Okay.
have the same goals as us, right? They could make our trip here easier, considering there's a dragon about.
There's
That
quite
is
a lot of
true.
people. We'd be outnumbered if they are enemies.
We do have we have the upper hand. We could roll up on them before they notice.
Well,
We have
that's
the
the thing.
element of surprise.
That's the thing. What if they're not enemies?
Well, if they're not enemies,
Surprise.
we just don't have to fight, right?
Well, if we can't surprise them because if they're good people, that would be hurting good people. The only way to approach this is in the open.
I say we observe them for a little bit longer, see what they're up to, see what their intentions are.
Perhaps.
So am I going back?
As you
Yeah.
all, wow, God bless. As you all stand around contemplating, you hear a chorus of screams arise from the camp.
No.
I go to the screams.
I follow.
Can we sneak at least? Can we
I'm
try to
sneaking.
go there stealthily and not just allow them?
Yes.
I'm talking to Gordor since he's the one that started walking first.
You can't sneak and run at the same time, right?
Well, I'm not saying you have to run, but we could at least walk up, approach
How
slowly
okay?
and stealth.
How does the scream sound? Like,
Terror.
yeah, I run. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Ditto. I'm running after him.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm going stealth mode.
I'm going stealth mode. I guess not. Guess I'm not.
Why the hell will it not let me zoom out on this map?
Should.
I got it to zoom out.
Look at all these evil, evil people.
I don't know, dude. Innocent until proven guilty.
Wait, these guys can't. Well, look at them and their beards. They're dwarves. They gotta be great guys.
They're not dwarves.
Hey, they look like dwarves to me, so they might as well be.
They're Scottish.
Except for this guy. He doesn't.
Like he's a Haitian pirate, dude.
All right, sorry boys, it just took me a minute to get things set up. As you guys approach, go ahead and roll me initiative while I describe the scene. Remember to select your character tokens as you do so, please. Whoops. Man, I don't know why these don't automatically GM roll, but I hate it.
Like those, all those didn't GM roll.
Yeah, none of them will unless I make them. All right. So, Gordor, you burst into a sprint, and as you near the camp, this is what you see. The large tent has been shaken to the ground. It lies in fabric pools around the feet of a massive creature that when standing tall is about 14, 15, 16, however big it towers. It is no ogre. It is guy fucking gantic.
Oh shit.
You do not see any of the unarmed folk that Ozog described. Instead, men are pouring out of the tents, weapons drawn. The man at the front of the tent has leapt back, and his boar stands between him, its chain dangling on the ground. He is screaming, "Ready arms, men! We'll get it back in those chains!"
Hey, these guys sound great. Actually,
They sound like honorable men.
Give us your movement.
Uh,
ask them if they need help, but don't get too close.
all right, I'll move there. And I yell to the guy with the beard, "What's going on here? Is everything okay?"
Friend
Halt!
or foe?
You tell me.
We'll see you in irons if we must, but our concern is this beast. Storytelling will have to wait. Do you protect the land?
Aye.
Then set your blade to the giant.
I turn my axe towards the giant.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I would like to enrage.
Okay.
Just
Ozog,
just
you heard
preemptively
this.
enrage.
And it's your turn. Is Ozog on the shitter again?
Maybe.
Hello? Sorry, it was my mic. Alright, heard this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all stealthy right now, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Alright, can I enter this tent? Zach's tent.
Sure.
Is there anything valuable in here?
The fuck? It's like bed stuff mostly.
You enter the tent with the
That
gay
was
sex.
Yeah.
There's like bed stuff and a small wooden chest at the foot of one of the pallets made out on the ground.
Alright. But,
You're gonna open it?
yeah.
There's nothing in it.
Alright. I'm done.
The bandit captain, he's not a bandit captain, but the leader of this small organization of men at arms opens combat with the beast by directing his boar to charge.
Oh, not the twig.
Good night, sir.
Fearlessly, it leaps into combat with the great beast. Nope. Oop, juggle. It misses. And it looks pretty sad. Not one to let his companion wade into the fray alone, the leader of these men leads by example. He charges and makes several attacks with his scimitar. And he hits all of them.
This guy sounds like a lad.
Dealing a furious amount of damage to the big old beast. Alas, the giant is not happy with this and swings his club with cruel intent towards the boar.
Good night, boar. I miss you.
He strikes once then again, and the boar is squashed into bits.
Oh no.
Ooh,
It's a lot of
that's a spicy numbers of attack.
What
yeah.
the actual fuck?
Good thing is, I think that'll cover rations afterwards.
I think I'm gonna just, you know,
Tanner,
range.
Tanner,
I'm just gonna. I'm just.
you have witnessed this great, wicked giant of a creature crush
Uh, let's
a
see.
boar with a nearby tent post.
What's the furthest? What's the range of the? Let me check. What's the range of frost? What's the range of frostbite? Do you remember?
I think it's 60.
All right, 60. How far are we? All right, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm 60 yards away. You know, just one more square to the left, and I'm gonna cast frostbite on him.
Yep.
Why is Tanner going before me?
Oh, good question. Did you roll initiative late?
Maybe, I guess.
I'll let you go next and then amend the order on the next turn. Quit drawing, please.
You gotta roll the con save for the giant.
Yes. He is covered in a thin layer of rime, but seems to shake off the worst of it.
So he success.
Yep.
Ha! Good luck, friends.
Ooh.
Okay, Adonis. Go ahead and take
Alright.
your turn.
$60. So am I in range to actually I wanna go get a little closer. 5, 10,
You are in
15,
range from where you are.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll go right here. I want to cast Fairy Fire at him.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to
Unga fucking yeah. As your light begins to surround the creature, he whips up the tent in a frenzy, and the whole tent flap begins, like just a whole giant piece of cloth seems to light up the night air as he waves it around his head like a helicopter and then discards the glowing mess behind him. He had a critical success against your deck save. Anything else you'd like to do?
fuck this game. That's it. I can't attack, right?
I think no. Fairy Fire is one action, so you can do a bonus action. I believe you have bonus actions that you can take. You can inspire someone.
Yes, I'll inspire Gordor.
Okay, Gordor, you have an inspiration die. Adonis -1 from your store of those. Mon Brightholm.
I'd like to start moving towards this to
Okay.
about right. And I'd like to take aim with my crossbow.
Okay. You hit.
And and with that, with a bonus action, I'd like to cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
right around here on him, and that's the
Okay.
hit. So
Draw me a small X or whatever for where your spiritual weapon will be. It can be in any of the squares adjacent to him, but it should be in a square.
okay, then right.
Shit. Okay, cool. Do you hit? Oh, you hit with both. Excelente. He takes damage. What is the form of your spiritual weapon?
A hammer,
Like a warhammer or
like a warhammer, yeah.
okay. He is struck right over the dome with your spiritual conjuration of a warhammer, simultaneously hitting the shoulder with your crossbow bolt. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that'd be it.
All right. Seeing that the fight is going pretty okay so far, but slightly disheartened by the loss of their pig, the forces of these men at arms begin to surround the beast.
None of these dudes have ranged weapons.
Fucking garbage, dude. Does the ogre not have a cleave?
Fear.
I don't think there is cleave in this game, is there?
There are attacks that do hit AoE.
But like, if I have something, I can't cleave like 3 blocks in front of me, can I?
I mean, unless there's something that you have to do it, right? I don't know what skills.
The ones who have charged forward flash out with similar weapons to their leader. Oh. And they miss in unison.
All of them?
Damn, you're only rolling one for them?
I chose to only roll one for them because it's a shit ton of them and I don't feel like it. But they roll in unison. Their swords clash against the large tent post the giant has taken up as a weapon. And they struggle with him back and forth as he tries to push out and they try to push in with their blades. Those at range produce their crossbows and pop off shot. They strike. In varying amounts of accuracy.
How do you miss that?
Hey man, some people can't hit the broadside of a barn, am I right? Roderick,
Racist.
My dude!
you see a number of small dudes who aren't really that small, but they are compared to this massive thing that they're fighting. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna dash forward to here. And I don't think I have a crossbow, so I'm just gonna ready my one-handed axe and shield.
Okie dokie.
And that's it.
Gordor.
Okay. Question. Do I see? Because he said he wants to iron, or get him back in iron again, right?
Yes.
Does he have chains on him already that just need to be connected, or what's the situation here?
For the sake of the map, the chains are in his square. You'll have to enter melee range to get them, but they will have to be put back on him. They are on the ground. You can see these massive, iron chains, huge, laying at his feet. But some have been cast behind him when he flung the tent away. They did not go with the tent, though. They are on the ground. So you would have to enter melee range and retrieve them. I would call that a free action. And then to attempt to shackle him while he's up is going to be a strength contest.
A strength contest, like my strength versus his strength.
Yep.
And knowing the size of him, I automatically lose that, even if I have advantage on it.
You're free to make your own assumption.
I'm free to make my own assumption? What does that fucking mean? I assume this guy has like 80 strength, right? Like, what the fuck?
It means you gotta figure it out.
Regardless
try
of
it.
what you suppose, putting him in irons while he is conscious will take 2 strength contests, 1 for each arm. They are staked into the ground with nearly stump-sized, like posts, basically.
Could I do it alone? Is my question.
You could attempt to put 1 chain on him per round by yourself.
Okay.
If you had aid from
I
another
already
person,
have advantage, so it doesn't matter.
right? Okay.
I'm enraged. Sure. I'm gonna go behind him. Wait, should I? Is that 30 feet? I'm sorry, I should have counted that out.
I see.
Fine.
You're good,
I
and
see
you
which
can move
extremity.
through the spaces of the small guys. They are, for all intents and purposes, allies.
I am going to try to attempt to chain one arm.
Okay. Give me a strength check. So a 1d20 plus your strength modifier with advantage. Okay. Oh, wow. You successfully managed to clasp one of the irons on the left arm of the giant. However, one alone does not stop him.
Okay.
And that will be you have any bonus actions you'd like to take?
No, I don't have it. I'm already enraged. That's my only bonus action.
Okay. Ozog, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna attack with short bow.
Okay. You miss.
Let's know.
You should have seen your rolls the last time you were in combat, my dude.
Is I not there for it or something?
You weren't.
That's shitty.
It was
Oh.
great. Anything else you'd like to do? Remember, you can bonus ash, dash, disengage, or hide.
Am I still, like-
Attacking from hidden, by the way, gives you advantage.
Alright, I'll hide.
Okay? You duck into the nearby tent, and for all intents and purposes, give me a hide check. Shouldn't be.
Hide check?
Yeah, you have to
Stealth.
stealth check. Alrighty. You believe you may have hidden successfully from the otherwise preoccupied creature. Adonis, your turn.
Alright. It's time to go for round 2 of Fairy Fire.
You light up the creature and the chains at his feet with a light of your choice. What color is it?
Let's do red.
Blue, green, or violet light. My bad. Spell description.
Let's do violet.
A pale, iridescent violet lights up the creature as you complete your spell. Anything else you'd like to do?
Get into position a little bit more. Move right here.
Okay.
I'm on here.
The captain is mesmerized, amazed, and inspired by the display of magic that you have brought to bear against his foe. He swings his blades. He misses the first time, but connects with the second blow of his scimitar and his dagger. But the blows seem, by and large, to glance off of the creature. The creature finally winning its struggle with the small duders, swings his club in a sweeping arc at the rabble around him. He connects with two of them, and they are slain instantly.
That's intimidating.
A little bit.
Tanner, your turn.
Can I get flanking on the giant with spells?
There is no ranged flanking.
Okay, never mind that then. I will just chromatic. Oh, wait, I want it as a level 2. How do I?
It should give you a cast as a higher level option when you click it. If not, you can just roll the damage if you hit.
But then I missed it, right?
No, you have advantage on that attack roll due to spell shade put upon it,
Oh,
and
okay.
meets beats. So, remove a level 2 spell slot and roll us out the damage. I think you'll have to roll it. There you go.
I'll empower the 1 and reroll the 1.
Okay.
Is that 1d8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god.
You got one more damage, dude.
Hell yeah.
Your orb of what element did you choose?
Cold.
Your orb of ice breaks upon the giant, and he seems to stagger, flowing sluggishly as his injuries begin to take their toll. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's my.
Deduct the appropriate spell slot and
Yep.
sorcery points. Morn Brightholm.
I'm gonna take another shot with the crossbow and get the attack for my spirits, my spirit weapon.
Roll it up. Your spiritual weapon hits. Your crossbow bolt zooms past his left cheek and flies off into the distance.
That'll be it for me.
Seeing two of their companions fall disgustingly in battle, the bowmen begin to flee effectively exiting combat. The captain lets out a snarl. Cowardly, the cowardly, gutless traitors. Well, we'll see him in irons and they'll get no part of their cut. The rest swing with their scimitar. And they strike in unison. Roderick, you see before you a badly injured giant. One arm in chains, though he is still fighting. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up here and attempt to secure the other arm.
Okay? Give me a strength contest with the big boy.
Strength contest?
Yep, you'll basically give me a 1d20 plus your strength modifier. I think you can just make a strength save.
Isn't that just his strength save? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you proficient in strength saves, though?
I don't know.
So just give me a 1d20 plus, like, type roll 1d20 plus whatever your strength mod is. Slash, my bad.
Rip.
And connect the plus in the roll. Like all the things on... Yeah, there you go. You manage to lift the chain, and as you dip in to clasp it around his arm, he swoosh, swipes, and you drop the chain back to the ground with the force of his rebuttal. Do you have any bonus action?
Is there? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. We will pass your turn then. Good effort, my man. Gordor.
I was gonna say, was there any way, since I was next, I could have helped him and our combined strength could have done it, or no?
If you want to coordinate, you can after this round, but essentially you just give him advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm also gonna use Shade's inspiration, add a D6 to it.
Okie dokie.
So, and then roll D6. So 16, I guess.
Ooh. Similarly rebuffed, the giant
Could
slapped the chain out of your hand.
I use my inspiration and reroll? Or is that only before?
I think okay, so here's the thing. I think inspiration just gives you advantage, or does it allow for actual
Oh, okay.
reroll?
Okay, never mind.
I thought you
So-
could use it for
so-
advantage or a
No,
reroll.
so from the campaigns I've been watching, inspiration lets you reroll the roll entirely, but you'd have to call the inspiration before. But that could just be a house rule of that campaign. So I mean, I guess it's up to you, Ogre. However you want to do it.
Okay, no, I'm reading it. Okay, so it basically it does give you advantage. Basically, however, what it actually says is that you can re-roll 1d20. So you had advantage. I will give you an extra roll. You can re-roll the 11 if you like. You must keep the result. 1d20. Make sure that you're not adding your proficiency to this, by the way.
Just roll D20 then?
Yep, and you can even keep the inspiration bonus.
Why won't I get proficiency?
Because it's just strength versus strength. It's not about, like, you're not proficient in manacles, are you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if I roll 20, I lose, right? Because you roll 23.
Yeah, you
So
might.
I just lose then, right? Because
Well, I mean, if you crit
I
hit,
mean,
then
you crit.
you succeed. But knowing, I didn't realize I didn't GM roll that, by the way.
no, I
But
know. I that's why I
knowing
was
what
like,
you know, you can save it if you want.
um, I'm not really feeling lucky though. So I'll just keep my inspiration for now. Fuck it.
Okay. Ozog, your turn.
Okay.
Can I do to see if I did it? Would I got it?
No. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't count.
No, yeah. Okay, I'm glad I didn't. Fuck you.
Ozog, if you shoot from the front of the tent, that is how you get your advantage. If you come out of the tent, he'll see you.
So I have to shoot from here.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so you're going to shoot at him
Yep.
with advantage. You hit, give us sneak attack damage.
After this round of combat, can we
Wait,
take a break?
doesn't it do it automatically?
Yeah, click it. It should, if you have it highlighted. There you go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Adonis, if you want to take your turn and then go ahead and AFK for a minute, you're cool. We will
It's-
break after Roderick takes his final turn.
Okay, because I need like 5 minutes.
Yeah, just go ahead and take your turn, and then we'll take a minute.
I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on the giant.
Okay. Tell me what. So you.
Yes, what source, what the illusion is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it a fire on his body, and that's the illusion. I know I can't cover up his entire body because it's only, I think, 10 feet, right? The illusion is only 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
So the illusion with the fire will be on his head.
Okay. He has to make a intelligence saving throw, which he fails. He fully believes that he is on fire and takes the phantasmal force damage. The bandit captain, which is what he's titled as, but he's not a bandit, I promise, will follow up your second magic trick with a couple swipe. And he will land only one. Unga bunga.
Now, before I go, the illusion lasts until the giant, whatever the fuck this thing is, like, as a saving throw that stops it, right?
Yes. I believe that.
It's concentration.
No, I think that he gets a save basically on his turn.
So wait.
It's a
Okay.
basic intelligence check. Okay, so he can make investigation check against it to look and see what it is, but basically because he's not proficient, it will just be the same save. It'll be an intelligence check without proficiency. So it's basically the same roll he rolled before. He gets to do that again on his turn, which is now. And he continues to believe it.
So he takes 5 more damage, right?
Not until your next turn. Tanner?
His fairy fires wore off now, right? Because his fairy fire is concentration.
Yes.
I'll just chromatic orb him.
You hit.
Yeah.
Here's a quick question for you. Do you intend to kill this thing?
Hmm. Yes.
As you begin weaving your spell, the giant's attention snaps to you. As you launch the chromatic orb at him, he brings up his club in a heroic effort and swings like the greatest of baseball players, aiming for the fences, if you will. What he doesn't know is that when he hits, the chromatic orb shatters into several shards, which pierce his chest and slay him on the spot. He crumples to the ground, dead. Bum bum bum
Really?
bum 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 bum. He's dead.
Woo!
All right. With that, a rallying cry of cheers from the remaining men at arms comes up, and they quickly move away. Only the captain doesn't seem pleased by this turn of events. But still, he withdraws, takes a step back towards the fire, and a deep breath. He looks at you all, and I'll tell you what he says when I get back from taking a pee. Go ahead and take a 10-minute break. Meet back at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, please.
Why do I feel like I always kill people that I'm not meant to kill?
Might be because you always kill people you're not supposed to kill.
I mean, he literally said don't kill it. We're shackling it. But, I mean, that's cool, too. You can kill it. Who cares? We're the saviors in this thing. Fucking, he lost, like, half his team ran away, and he lost the other half, right?
It ain't the Great Tanner's fault or concern.
Yeah. My spells are just too powerful.
I'm just... I'm just sitting there with a shackle in my hand, like, what did I shackle the other hand for if he was just gonna kill it? You said we have a 10-minute break?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, I gotta run up to the office really fast and put money on the laundry card. I have to do my laundry today.
Go for it, my dude.
I shouldn't take 10 minutes, but I'll be back.
I'll be right back too.
Quick magic game.
Probably not.
I made a deck. I want to try it out.
I mean, you can go for it. You've got a little bit of time. But I'm away from the computer.
Think. Try it. It's not working, Ben. These are pretty good though.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh, good. It's been pretty quiet.
Or is rolling back?
I don't think so.
Ooh, man, it's fucking cold outside. Hello?
Hey.
What's up?
Hello.
Are you guys waiting for me?
I'm still working on something, so no rush. Are you guys back though?
I don't remember what time you said. That's why.
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh man.
All right. So assuming that everyone has returned,
I don't think we heard Shade. I don't know if Shade's there.
Say what?
Okay, everyone's here.
What exactly happened? Is the
Let,
bat fuck
let's
dead
let's kill the
or?
giant. Yes.
all right. So the scene before you guys as you return, the giant has been slain. Several large shards of ice are slowly melting away, where they pierced him in his chest. He's fallen flat on his back, and they point towards the night sky. The bandits that aren't really bandits have backed off and seem to be mulling around the fire, carrying away their dead, so on and so forth. A few of them are creeping back to the scene from the south where they had fled to, and average folk begin to return from the northwest and the western plains. The pirate, it's not a pirate either, or a bandit. I don't know why I keep saying that. Anyway, the leader of the motley crew invites you all in, says, "Come, come, lads, let us discuss what you've witnessed, and I will pay you your due."
We're
What
getting
you
paid for this? Hell yeah.
what you see before you is a hill giant proper. Plain as he is, he's worth half what he were alive. Out at Helm's Hold, he's been ranging down from the hills in the Neverwinter Wood for a season now, and we've been tasked. Well, we took the task upon ourselves to hunt him down. So there is a bounty, and though we'll only get half, we lost a few, and the others ain't getting their share for running off. So we'll cut you in, but you better leave the rest to us.
How much is the cut?
50 gold
Per person?
Per person or in total?
total.
And how much are you getting?
Well, we'll be getting 250 for his dead body. We've got to see the families of the slain paid extra, and there's the four of us to pass the rest out to. Now, if you had initially been in the capture, we'd give you a fair share, but seeing as how you just come along and slayed him, I think you owed what you owed.
Seeing as I just came around and saved you guys, I think 150 would be more. Because you guys seem like you were having trouble containing him, and who would have knew? Maybe he would have slaughtered all of you instead.
No trouble till he got spooked somehow. Wouldn't be any you know about that, would you?
Well, no, because we came in when you guys were already fighting him, so we don't know anything.
Just bypasses, is you? Just passing by, and suddenly me giant breaks loose?
Well, yeah, we were on the way to Thunder Tree, and we heard some yelling and screaming, so we came to check it out, and it was you guys crying for him.
What business you got in Thunder Tree?
That's my business, and for me.
Aye, just like giant, capturing is my business and for me. Now you can take your 50 gold and you can like it, or we can settle this now that the giant's dead.
You don't want to settle.
We'll
You
take.
couldn't even settle. You couldn't even settle with the hill
Hey
giant.
Tanner, calm down. We'll take our 50 gold and be out of here.
Oh,
Ah,
come on, Gordo.
you better tell that one you watch his mouth in Thunder Tree. Ain't no dragon gonna take lightly to bargaining, and he throws you a sack of gold. We got to be burying our dead. Best you get on.
We start walking back to our camp.
All right, do the rest of you guys go with Gordor back to camp?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you guys have successfully completed this small random encounter. Give yourselves 150 experience each.
So we're at 1,300 total right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And give me a navigation check, rolling.
It was survival, right?
Yep. Unga bunga.
Is that good? Well, that's terrible.
Roland, the heat of battle and your fading rage have left you a little bit disoriented. It takes you about an hour to find where you left the camp in darkness, and you feel well tired by the time you've arrived. Your horses and everything still look in okay shape, but it has been a day.
I go back and face plant on the floor and just sleep. I don't say anything to anybody. I just face palm right on the floor and sleep like I did before when Adonis woke me up previously.
It's trouble, but I'll move us through the night. You guys just settle up.
So you want to approach you're suggesting to your companions that you all continue your approach to Thunder Tree at night.
Yes. And I'll take lead.
Okay. Just to remind you, you're only a few miles outside of Thunder Tree right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be good to break camp and get in there already.
Just out of curiosity, that giant, the hill giant, like what like level of difficulty is that kind of encounter?
5.
Is that the highest?
No.
That we probably
Oh, is
seen.
it 6? 6 is the highest, right? Or is it 7? What is it?
No. The challenge rating of a creature basically tells you what level of party needs to fight it. And that's a party of 4 or 5. So 4 or 5 level 5 characters would expect it to be challenged by a giant. You guys had a pretty good bit of help from the bounty hunters.
Not to do like intricacies and stuff, but like what languages do like the giants and like ogres speak? Just out of curiosity. Is there like a shared beast tongue or whatnot?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Adonis knows that giants speak a primordial language that is the root of several modern languages, but it has not progressed in ages due to the halting of giant civilization.
I'm guessing those languages are like Orcish or like Dwarvish or something.
I can get into it more with you at a later time if you like to roleplay the linguistic aspect. But I believe giant, dragon, and there's another one I can't remember precisely, are like the father languages of the realms.
Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to know.
What are you going at a slow pace, Mushroom?
Just a normal pace.
Can I still sleep at a normal pace?
Yep.
Okay.
So, for all intents and purposes, you guys were already at Thunder Tree as far as navigation is concerned. It only takes you, a few hours to be in Thunder Tree proper. Give me just a second, and I will tell you what that means.
Out of curiosity, who did he throw the gold to?
You.
Okay.
So, Bub,
Mhm.
as you travel north, you eventually intersect with a trail. Following the trail towards Thunder Tree, it becomes an old, overgrown lane winding between dilapidated buildings choked in vines and brush. Ahead of you, you see the rise of a steep hill upon which stands a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and winds its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless ruins with interiors open to the night sky. Other buildings appear more or less intact, and an eerie silence pervades the area. A wooden sign is nailed to a post nearby. It reads, "Danger! Plants and zombies! Turn back now!" in that accent.
I want to slow the carriage to a halt
Okay?
and notify the party about this.
What are we stopping for? Morin?
We'll take a look. We got undead ahead, apparently. It seems like this whole town has been taken out.
Wait, it's just a sign that says undead ahead? Is that what's happening here?
It says to turn back now. This might be a little dangerous for our party in such a tired condition.
I mean, what can we do? We've already gone so far. We're not gonna turn back to Phandalin now.
Well, of course not, but
It's nighttime right now, right?
yes.
How about we camp outside, we take a rest, and we'll enter in the morning.
That'd be a good. But I think we should turn for a little while and keep our distance. We don't want to be ambushed while we sleep.
Sounds good to me. What does everyone else think?
I'm sleeping. So it's up to your guys' discretion for me.
I'm gonna start.
Alright, we're turning around. Alright,
Alright.
I'll keep watch first for the night.
How long has passed since we left the camp? Random encounter.
Just a couple of hours.
Okay.
It's probably about 9 or 10 at night. So you guys make camp outside of Thunder Tree?
Yeah. I'm
Okey-doke.
keeping first watch.
We'll assume that you guys make it through the night's watch without incident. In the morning, you all saddle back up and roll your cart into Thunder Tree. This is what you see. Give me a perception check.
Damn big map.
The LOS is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the weird. There's like weird like columns of darkness.
Why is there something dead over here? Oh shit.
Damn, how do you see that?
I don't know.
Oh, you have
As
a
you
lower
all...
angle.
Why is there two Genjas?
Is there two Genjis?
Yeah.
Bad. Let's kill one of them. As you guys round the corner of the trail into town, you see a black cloak flutter around a corner of a building and then disappear.
I don't see anything.
That's fine. You saw the flutter of a black cloak. That's all.
I think I need to restart the application.
No, I mean like it's all black.
Oh,
I'm having the reverse issue. I see everything on that.
let me fool with y'all's vision real quick.
I'm gonna restart it because I'm just gonna reload the whole thing.
Yeah, I have like no line of sight, so it's just like infinite vision, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanna. All right, we're fucking
It's
good.
it's an outdoor area in daylight in the open.
So like it's okay that I see stuff like down here.
Give me just a second.
Like, I'm seeing things all the way down here.
Yeah. Right, building here. We got a fuckboy over here.
Oh, you get to see the fuckboy. I don't get to see the fuckboy.
I saw a little circle of like some kind of unit there.
Yeah, I
About to say,
can fix
I
this.
could
quick.
I could see like everything. There was no like whatever the hell, like when we were in the cave.
How about now?
Nothing
But
changed.
now
All
it's
summer.
fixed. I just reloaded and it worked. But
Yeah, I can
I'll
just hit like
the
F5 and it's good, right?
Yeah, I'll hit a 5.
Oh, it closes all my windows. That's rude.
I guess I'll try to act like I didn't see all the shit I saw.
Yeah, it's metagame.
I mean, I guarantee you didn't see everything, right?
I see nothing.
You should though.
Nothing. Nothing over. It's all black.
Wait, this is the morning, right? We took a rest?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright.
A long rest, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Wait, we long rested? Hell yeah, dude. Give me my spell slots back.
It's like, give me my rage back.
What about now, Zog?
Alright, now I got it.
So this is going to be different than the dungeons that you guys were in before, because you will be able to see lots of things.
Oh, dandy. All right.
I mean, it's a town. It's an open town. The only time you're not going to be able to see something is if there's something like blatantly obstructing your line of sight to it.
Do we plan? Okay. Do we plan on going past 6 since it's already 5:30?
It's up to you guys. I can say this. We're going to be here for a minute. Stop moving around.
Kind of an aside, ogre, but my phantasmal force is on a different like bar thing. It says I can only use it like twice. From my like cantrips and spell slots. Is it supposed to be that way? Did you purposely do that?
No. All right. Executive decision. We're going to call it here for tonight. There's some mechanical things that I would like to address.
Phantasmal Force is a level 2 spell, right?
Yeah, it's a spell, right?
Yeah, so he only gets 2 casts of it.
Oh, we're just calling
Yeah,
it
he
now.
only has 2 level 2
Yeah,
spells.
we're going to go ahead and call it.
Like, it's take you a long time to do it all, or?
Well, here's the thing. This is a really thick... All right, no, hold on. Do you guys want to extend past 6?
No.
I do, but
I'm not against it.
I don't mind.
Rhodey and Ozog?
Yeah.
I don't mind either.
Rhodey, if you got shit to do, just say it, bud.
I'll probably go for another hour, but after that, actually no, I'm gonna say 30 minutes. I've been like staring at a screen all day.
Yeah, then if we're going to call at 6, we might as well call now. And we'll just pick up with the beginning of
the dungeon.
the actual map before us. That being said, Roderick, I got you right now.
Yep.
Go to your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Read all that. Making me read all that.
Okay, before I stop streaming, we're done then, right? Completely
Yeah,
done?
we're
Okay.
we're done.